I used to tell him all the time, like, bro, nigga, I ain't shit. Like, I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, compared to what you got going on, bro, you the man, my nigga.
Right.
It's just you don't have the personality and you don't have the, I guess I guess aura is a good word for it, to kind of grasp people attention. Let me gain these eyes, and then once these eyes are here, I'm gonna fall back, bro, and push you forward, and you do your thing.
Right. There's a lot of leaders in positions that are leading their sheep astray. You know what I'm saying? Leading them straight to the wolves and can care less as long as they're in that shepherd position. So when you in that shepherd position, you got to hold yourself to a higher standard, especially knowing that you have followers.
If you are in a relationship with a woman that is
competing with you,
it's get out.
If you're
run.
in a relationship with
nigga, run. Nigga, run. My brother was just talking about this shit, like the one that's still here, because he was like the mediator,
right?
You know, like we've tried to have.
Okay, so what is it about him that? Oh, maybe because he don't talk, he don't rap. Is that basically the difference? He don't hear his perspective on things out in the public where he can decipher.
Who are you talking about?
Because I'm trying to figure out between, all right, y'all got a mutual friend. So this mutual friend has been on the same trajectory as you, but he don't have a problem with him. What's the difference between y'all two?
Bro, that is a good ass question. Nah, that's a great question. I think maybe
that's what I'm saying. Like he must don't rap.
Hold on. Okay, let me see if this makes sense. I think it's because when it came to the dynamic of our three relationships, I was the front man. I was the man that was given the attention, given, you know, that was more of the voice of what we had going on and the face of it. And the mediator, the one that's in the middle, he was like the glue, you know? And the friend that I fell out with was to me, and I was saying this the whole time we was together, like, bro, I don't know if you know who Griselda is, Griselda Records. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so like, in my mind, I was the West Side Gun of our group. Okay. Like, I'm going to do what I need to do to get the attention to us.
Right.
And then once we got that attention, bro, I'm going to fall back and do what we need to do behind the scenes and let you, because, bro, he's by far, still to this day, one of the illest MCs I've ever heard in my life when it come to rapping. Like, my nigga can talk and use words that I used to tell him all the time, like, bro, nigga, I ain't shit. Like, I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, compared to what you got going on, bro, you the man, my nigga.
Right.
It's just you don't have the personality and you don't have the, I guess I guess aura is a good word for it, to kind of grasp people attention. Yeah. So let me be in a lot of ways like the mascot of what we got going on. Let me gain these eyes. And then once these eyes are here, I'm gonna fall back, bro, and push you forward, and you do your thing.
Right.
And maybe I just felt like he was jealous of certain traits that I don't want to even assume that, bro. Because like, bro, you've been with me for years, so it's like I don't even want to have to assume that. But now that I'm, you know, evaluating it, maybe I just felt like he just took it. He was just he just was jealous of certain traits that I had that he didn't have. So it was easier for him to get offended by certain things, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But I to this day, bro, it's like a lot of it still bothers me because I'm not in the know and I haven't had that transparent conversation with him.
Yeah.
Because I felt like even when I was opening my heart to you, bro, and just like, yo, talk to me, you was just giving me surface level answers. You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't really being truthful with yourself.
Right.
And I can't force you to be truthful. I just have to accept what you're telling me.
Right.
And it was just hurtful that I had to accept these answers from somebody I call my brother and make a decision on what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, to this day, like, and like I said, anytime that I speak on this situation, I always start off by saying, bro, I have no ill will towards you. Yeah. Because I still want to have this conversation, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
even
What's
if
happening?
even if we have this conversation and we go our separate ways, even if that's the case, I still want to talk to you, bro. Like, because I feel like the amount of time that we put in each other's lives, the amount of time that we've put in this thing we call our dream, we owe each other that conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you was talking about aura, what came to my mind was charisma.
Yeah, good word. I couldn't think of that shit.
Yeah, like, but like you was in awe of his skills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And are willing to say like, yo, he's like the best at this. And the great thing about a group, everybody is the best at a certain thing.
Of course.
So you was the best at the charisma part, which should be accepted, and no one should feel no type of way because, okay, we know who the guy is to go do the networking. Yeah. We know who the guy that's going to straight murk the freaking track every time. And we got the glue behind us, making sure everything is coming together like it should. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are dynamics that create something great. And in order to be great, you can't be upset or feel some type of way about someone else's greatness because you have your own greatness that they lack, that they don't have, and they love that about you. And the group wouldn't be that if everyone wasn't strong in their own way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
That's just the way you gotta look at it. And I challenge my brother out there to maybe look at those things that way as well, because you don't got no problem with showing props and like, yo, he was better than me at this. So hell yeah, I want to push him out there. I was better than him at this. Yeah, that's why we're great as a collective.
And that's one thing that I made. It was very important for me to do. It was very important for me to strip any pride, any ego, any kind of feelings that make me feel like I'm better. Right. When I think about this situation, because it's like, bro, I can't think of, and even when I say that, I feel like I'm wrong for saying that because it has to be something. But like, I can't think of something that I did to you, bro, that made you feel that type of way. And my brother that's with me to this day, he kind of said something about it that was hard to accept. He was like, "Look, bro, like because we've done everything, bro. Like." He's tried to, like, outside of the sit downs I've had with him personally, he's tried to like schedule sit downs. Like, look, bro, K gonna be here in the studio today. Pull up. Like, let's just talk about it, bro. And he didn't show up on several occasions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my brother told me, like, look, bro, we might just need to accept the fact that, like, we don't even know who this person is. Like, we thought we did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's hard to know, to accept, because now I'm thinking about everything. Now I'm not even just thinking about this particular moment. I'm thinking about certain situations that happened that I thought you felt some type of way about, or you felt this way about, and you probably didn't. I'm thinking about situations where, like, I'm coming to you as my brother to let you know of something good that I did. Yeah. And you're just smiling in my face, but deep down you like, man, fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that could be a dangerous relationship to have close to you.
Yes,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying?
Yes,
that could be dangerous because we done seen it happen. Like, I mean, Nip had someone close that he knew was a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to say he is. I'm just talking about, like, the reality of it. If there are some parallels that seem there, but man, like, it makes me think about a relationship I had too. I mean, I had something similar, like someone I came up rapping with. Well, I didn't come up with him, but somehow we met when I got in Greensboro. Like, yo, we made amazing music together, bro.
Same, bro.
Like, he was out of Fayetteville. I'm from the country, and like somehow that dynamic just sounds so dope together. Like, he was a super spitter, and how ours parted was like, okay, I'm just like, okay, I still cool with him, but I can't keep making music with him because he keep making it feel like it's a battle. It's like he'll say certain things or like, yo, like, I'm barring you up on this track right here, but I never feel like that when I go into making music. I always go into like, yo, I'm gonna come up with this hook that make this song sound the best.
Yeah, you bring something to the song, I bring something to the song.
Right. Yeah. I'm not going in there. A lot of people always say hip hop is competitive. It's a competitive sport. But I never looked at it like competitive. I'm looking at it like, yo, us as a collective, we're going to make the absolute best track possible. I'm not going to diminish the song trying to make this extravagant verse to try to out rap the other. I'm just gonna rap about whatever comes to me, not worrying about what you're doing.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
But he seemed like he wanted to keep making it something combative. I'm like, yo, are we not in this together or what? Like, why? Like, I'm not in this joint to try to battle you, fam. I'm trying to make the best song.
Yeah.
So like, that's all I'm worried about. And that's the reason why we didn't keep going. I don't know his perspective on it, but that was mine. And I was like, you know, it sucked because I'm like, yo, we had some fire. Like stuff I listen to this day, it'll give you like the chills listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's crazy that we allowed that to stop.
It's crazy because like it's crazy you said that because like to this day, like I still have some of the songs that we made together, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes I just listen to that shit and I just be like, bro, just the wasted potential that this shit could have been. You know what I'm saying? Like if we could have just as men like sit down and like just talk, like hash it out. Like you know what I mean? Like, bro, nigga, you done cried in front of me, nigga. I done cried in front of you on some man shit. Like 100%. How the fuck we can't have a real conversation with each other? Right. And it's you know, it's that's just a part of life though, bro. I feel like
it is.
Just you have to accept harsh realities, dog, that comes with bettering yourself. And this is, and I know we kind of derailed completely, but like just to bring it back a little bit, like that was just one of the harsh realities that I had to accept when it came to growth. I feel like accepting realities was the hardest part, is the hardest part because I'm still going, I'm still moving forward. It's still the hardest part of growing, accepting that certain people that you thought was supposed to be with you and it's going to be with you forever, it's not only not coming with you, but they was never really in that same mentality that you was in, you know, and you know, I'm still trying to learn not to let it affect me as much and just understand that that's what it comes with. So I either accept this shit or I don't grow or I don't continue to do what I feel like I need to do for myself. You know what I'm saying? And and I gave you my personal example, but if anybody is going through a situation to where you're realizing certain people, or you're not even just people, but you're certain things that are happening that you never thought would happen in your life because you are trying to better yourself, don't let it discourage you. Just understand that this is what it comes with. And just thank God that you are still doing what you're trying to do and you're still moving forward, and just accept everything. Everything. I have thy will be done on my hands, because I had to tell myself, regardless of how I feel, regardless of what I want to happen, regardless of what I feel should happen, it's not up to me. I have to do what I know I need to do to better my life, and I have to accept any and everything that comes with it, no matter how I'm feeling, no matter if I want to say, nah, I don't make excuses for it no more. I used to, and that has brought me, that it put me 3 steps back from moving forward, but I had to learn from that too. You know, just accept what come with it. It might be hard. You're going to have times when you cry about it. You're going to have time when you pissed off about it, but you have to choose if you're going to keep continuing to move forward, or you're just going to remain where you at because you don't want to accept what comes with moving forward and growing in your life. You know, there are, just to segue, there are 2 kind of people in this world to me. Personally, there are shepherds and then there's sheep. Let me give you this analogy. It's sheep follows other sheep. They flock together and they do what the other sheep is doing because that's what they see. They don't really have a mind of them for themselves. They just follow. And then there's shepherds in this world that guide the sheep, and they lead their own life. Everybody has an opportunity to be either one, but you're going to be either one.
Indeed.
You're going to be, you either going to be the person that accept what comes with being a leader and excel at that and deal with the challenges and deal with the issues of just trying to become a better version of that, or you're going to settle with the easy route and just follow everything else that everybody else is doing. But don't expect greatness from being a sheep. Don't expect your dreams to come true from following everybody. it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But you have no one to blame for it not happening but yourself.
And don't be a bad shepherd either.
Of course.
Because there are bad shepherds out there
Good
as
point.
well.
Good
You know
point.
what I'm saying? It's like,
With great power comes great responsibility.
mhm.
And I've had to learn that myself as well, because even just speaking on like the prior situation that I was thinking about, do you know how long it took me to realize that both of my homies considered me the leader of the situation? So like, I didn't want to be that shit. Like, cause I know, cause it's a lot that come with it, because it don't really matter how you're feeling. You have other people that you have to consider and think about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was really hard for me to just accept that, because I didn't really want what came with the shit. I didn't want what came with it. I ran from it a good chunk of my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dealt with drug addiction for it. Because I'm trying to escape the reality of the responsibility that came with it. And I had to just understand, like, it don't matter how I feel. There are going to be certain people in my life that view me and put me on this certain pedestal. So I can either keep making excuses for myself, I can keep either running from it, or I can just accept what comes with this and just try to become the best version of it. Because karma is very real. If you are, or you consider yourself a shepherd, if you are leading or creating a narrative that is leading people to destruction or leading people down the wrong path, God is going to hold you more responsible for it than just you as an individual. And you might consider that being unfair, but nah, you're this person for you're not like you're this person for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't. This is why people have certain traits and have certain, talents and skills, because he put that seed in you to be that.
For sure.
And just to kind of reference the Bible, is it Noah? Not Noah. I can't think of his name, but I can give you the situation. If you know the Bible, you know what I'm talking about. It was an individual that kept running from what God told him to do. He got swallowed by a whale. Okay? And the only reason why he was put in that position is because God instructed him to do a certain thing, and he kept running from it. You can't run from it forever. You can try. You can trust me. I did it. I ran for years, but there are certain seeds that God put in certain individuals, and that comes with a certain level of responsibility that you have to acknowledge and understand. Because if you don't, it's not going to end well for you. It's not. And I was grateful enough to catch it before it was too late, because I could have lost myself in the things that I use to distract myself from who I need to be. I could have lost myself in the drugs. I could have lost myself in the women I was dealing with. I could have easily done that, but I had to make that choice. And when you make that choice and deal with everything that come with it, God will bless you for it tremendously. I can't give you a time frame on when these blessings are going to come, but I can tell you that all of it happens for a reason.
Sure.
For
sure. If this is something that's keep coming up in your life, you just feel like something just keeps trying to push you in this direction, you probably just need to embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Embrace that position.
Yeah.
Just embrace that position and move forward with it. And there's no telling what great things can come from it. You're going to face things and overcome things that you never could imagine if you just embrace your journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, God going to point you in the direction you need to go. So it's no need to keep fighting it. And if you get yourself too indulged and going a separate way, you're going to be trapped. And you don't want yourself trapped. And that's where you would have been. So salute to you for embracing, you know what I'm saying, your calling. And that's what you got to do.
Agreed, bro. Agreed. Man, I seen that Breakfast Club interview with Gucci and his wife. And shout out to Gucci, man, for being able to just have that level of transparency to admit to a flaw that he had. He has schizophrenia. I never knew that until I seen that episode, that shit, to be honest with you.
You didn't know either the whole time.
Yeah. So shout out and shout out to his wife as well, to an extent, for being able to keep that in a controlled, manner.
Yeah, she did an awesome job.
Yeah,
with that.
yeah. Because dealing with social media, dealing with how famous Gucci Man is and stuff like that, there could have been many a times where this got out. You know what I mean? In the poorest way.
Yeah, she held him down when he was in jail. He came back out to more money than what he left her with.
Yeah.
She showed some traits of a solid individual.
Agreed, bro. It's one thing that I will say is, because there was a part, and you had to mention this to me as well, like she did so much and continuing to do so much for bro.
Yeah.
That there was like, well, you're his therapist. Who was your therapist?
She said herself. It's like, yo, you can't just give and pour out of your cup and not have something to fill you as well. If like she's doing so much for Gucci Mane, which is commendable, but where is it leading you? Because even when I'm looking at this young lady, she looks different.
Yeah.
Because she's been carrying so much.
You can see stress, bro.
Yes, without allowing support to come in for her, just telling everyone else that she's fine. I'm just focusing on him. Look, that's your husband. That's commendable. You're supposed to support him. But he got to support you too. And also you got to allow him to support you, because I'm sure Gucci Mane tried to support his wife and show appreciation. But she may not allow it in the level that she does for him, because she keep trying to put on this strong look and be that woman, because there's a lot of women that like to be that. They say men are Captain Save-A-Hoes.
Yeah.
But trust and believe me, it's this thing about women that choose men who don't have their stuff together.
Yeah.
And they see a little potential though. So they say, no, I'm going to build this man to what he's supposed to be.
It's like a builder nigga.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
They have this builder nigga mentality.
You caught up in this mentality because you're thinking about the bragging rights you have. No, look what I done changed him from. He used to do this, he used to do that. But not willing to accept the man who is already whole, that can actually help you. You don't feel as much gratification from a man who supports and builds you. You will leave him and go to someone that you feel that you can build because you want that bragging right.
And not even just aside from the bragging rights, I think these type of women do that because they don't want to deal with the man that has everything not even all put together. Nobody's perfect, but a man that has that structure for themselves, that is, doing it without a woman, they're going to hold them accountable for certain ways about them that they don't want to accept or acknowledge.
100%.
It's like, it's easier to have this build a nigga mentality because once you get him to a certain point and he started to realize and better himself, you're going to feel some type of way if he try to call you out on something.
You be like, how can you tell me I'm
something.
the reason you got like this?
See what I'm saying?
It's you gonna have that in your back pocket.
Yeah, I ain't hearing nothing you saying, nigga, because I did this to make you this.
Right.
And that way, when they create that kind of dynamic, they don't have to look at themselves in a certain kind of way, or there you go, or do what they need to do to change. So a lot of women deal with that, and that's why a lot of and I said this in the last episode. That's why a lot of females deal with ain't shit niggas.
Yeah, I think that's the same thing, the same mentality that Megan Good had. She had this reverend that speaks so eloquently, that has so much wisdom,
good point,
and on
brother.
such a great trajectory, but they parted ways.
Yeah.
And she found Jonathan Majors at his lowest point. But this is a man that she sees that, okay, I can build him up and he will forever be grateful to me, instead of being with this gentleman that can help her rise, help her become a better human being, spiritually, emotionally.
Yeah.
She will leave that situation and find a gentleman that needs all the work.
And most importantly, I can distract myself from working on him and not have to look in the mirror myself.
100%.
And look at what I was doing, because I feel like that pastor was doing that. He was putting that mirror in her face.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And saying, look, I love you, but these are certain ways about yourself that you need to better. Yeah. And a lot of women get offended by that just because And I blame it on social media a lot too, because like you said earlier, a lot of women get praised and glorified for fuckery. Just call it what it is. And the only reason why they do that is because, especially if they are like a Megan Good, a Pretty Woman, or you know what I'm saying, that get a lot of attention and a lot of validation just off looks alone, it's easy for a woman that like that to say, I don't have to listen to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to. You know how many niggas in my DM right now?
Plenty.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many niggas that I can go to? I don't have to listen to you. And man, Steph Curry situation. I don't even know if that's in the same situation with Megan Good and the pastor and him trying to better her. But it's like,
I think Aisha would prefer a gentleman that didn't surpass her in such a wild amount in success. She said herself multiple times, I thought I was going to be
that person. One. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And man, any individual, if you are in a relationship with a woman that is
competing with you,
it's get out.
If you're in a relationship with
anybody, nigga run.
Like, it shouldn't be no competition. Like, her mindset shouldn't be, I thought that I was going to be the one. Lady, when you got married, you are one.
Yeah.
His success is your success. Your success is his success. Do you know how ecstatic I would be if my wife just all of a sudden became this, you know what I'm saying? Like this millionaire, super great at what she do. That is awesome.
Because you have that mentality that we are one. We're not just two people in a relationship that's competing with each other.
I'm not competing with her at all. She ain't competing with me.
And it's a clear example. That Steph Curry situation, what's her name?
Aisha Curry,
Yeah. That is a clear example of it. Like, she's intimidated by her husband's success. So now it's to the point where she's like, well, I didn't even really want to be married. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, wow.
And it's crazy. That's crazy,
she said
bro.
That. She
fellas,
said she knows she's gonna have no kids. Like,
fellas, if you are in a situation like that, run.
Yeah. It sucks that Steph is going through that. He's trying to show emotional intelligence through all of this stuff.
I can't imagine, bro.
He's trying to do, and he's being very, very strong throughout this whole thing.
Cause she's coming out and just flat out embarrassing this man, bro.
Yeah, it's been some tough situations. I wouldn't try to tell this man to leave his family. Only thing I would just say for others to just learn from situations like this. Yeah. And to try to, better yourself as a husband, as a wife, as a girlfriend, as a boyfriend from the beginning, so you don't come to this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you can't be, never think like, okay, I need to be that one. I need to be the one that's superior. It's no superiority in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a leader, but that don't mean this person is superior than the other. Both are very, very vital to everything that's going on. Just like you was talking about the group. Yeah. Like, yo, I'm better than you at this, you better than me at that. That's why we great as a whole.
Yeah, agree, bro. Agree. And I think every subject and every topic that we discussed here today, bro, if you really think about it, the core of it all is emotional intelligence and being mature enough to accept how you feel and know what not to do because you're feeling this way. And if you are in a position where you're you're in this journey of bettering yourself, the last thing you need to do, if you know that you're not where you want to be emotionally mature wise, is get in a relationship. Like, you work on yourself first. It's okay to be alone with yourself. And I said this in the last episode. It's okay to be alone while you do that proper work, because you don't want to be put in a situation where you meet the person that you are meant to be with, but mentally and emotionally you're not ready. And you do certain things or you react certain ways that ruin that, and then you just find yourself in this cycle of jumping from relationship to relationship, trying to find yourself in that person, when in reality you have a lot of inner work you need to do yourself. So don't worry about any relationships if you're in the process of trying to learn who you are as a person. Yeah. Do that first.
Yeah. Aisha could have avoided all those feelings if she just would have worked on herself and not worried about being that one, because that's emotional intelligence lacking. Then got married to him, she would have never had these feelings because she already came at peace with herself and understand it's not a competition. So
Man, I couldn't have said that better, bro.
yeah,
Man, this was a good talk, brother.
show, man.
Yeah, man. You know, we're gonna keep at it, man. Y'all spam the comments. We spoke on a lot of topics today. So anything that y'all feel like y'all want to, you know, speak on, if y'all have had similar situations that we spoke on, man, we want to hear about it, man.
Yeah,
you know?
Talk to us.
All right, man. I love y'all. Matt, always a pleasure, my guy. Y'all be safe. Till the next time.
Peace.